tonight, and will it bode well for perhaps a track title to come to this driver, whoever it is that wins? 12 laps are in. Here we go, back to green. Hector Stratton did a good jump on that restart. Up to challenge Chris Moore for the race leader off of turn number 2. Stratton will pull back in line. Good battle for third spot now as Matt Quinn's got that position. Kenny Tremont is right there to challenge him. Andy McKinney back in 5th. Rich Ricky Jr. just outside the top 5 now. He's holding down the number 6 spot as Ricky has been making his climb towards the front. Dickie Larkin back in spot number 7. Eddie Marshall now rides in 8th. Mike King in 9th. And Sparky Lowe completes the top 10. Things getting interesting. Positions 4, 5, 6 right in there. 3, 4, 5, and 6. As Rich Ricky Jr. looks to make something happen down to the inside of Andy McKinney. He'll do that. He'll make the pass down low here in the front straightaway, and Ricky is up into the top 5 for the first time. So Rich Ricky Jr. has taken the Fall Fitting Steel Fabricating 55 car up into the top 5, and we are closing in on the halfway point, but not yet because yellow is out. So red lights are off. Pace car is in. Chris Moore ready to go back to work at the head of the field here. Just shy of the midway point now. We'll be working lap number 15 this time. Hector Stratton trying to get that jump on the restart. Up in a turn number 1. Chris Moore strong to that challenge. Matt Quinn, Kenny Tremont are right there as well. All in line now off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Keep an eye on the 55 of Rich Ricky Jr. He's been picking his way towards the front. Let's see what happens. Now Matt Quinn is there to challenge Hector Stratton. Nothing new in this time as they stay in line here in the front straightaway, the halfway mark. 15 laps are in. 15 laps to go. Chris Moore out in front. He's been weathering a lot of storms coming his way with a ton of restarts here tonight. So far, he's been strong out in front. Can he go the distance is the question. He's starting to stretch out his advantage now to a comfortable lead here over second place man Hector Stratton. Matt Quinn there for third. Quinn looking down to the inside lane, trying to get a wheel down underneath. Hector Stratton can't quite do it. They stay in line off of turn number 2. Here's Andy McKinney turning the wick up again. He rides back in 6th spot, trying to regain his top 5 form if he can. Nothing doing right there and now. Matt Quinn, in the meanwhile, again to challenge Hector Stratton. He'll make the bid, then will fall back. Eddie Marshall slipping up underneath the Dickie Larkin car. That's a pass for a running position here. So Eddie Marshall is up now to the 7th place running spot. That'll drop Larkin back to 8th. Mike King in 9th, and J.R. Hefner now completes. He's been able to get around those 77Fs to Sparky Lowe. Look at this battle for second place. Hector Stratton's got that spot. Matt Quinn is all over him, trying to take it away. Up into turn number 1. Here comes Quinn again, gunning down to the inside. And we've got a spin up in turn number 4. Scott Flammer, the car involved up here in turn number 4 into the wall, but a top side of the banking. Red lights have been flicked off, so Chris Moore will go to work. Here's Hector Stratton trying to sneak around the outside. That's going to hurt him a little bit as Matt Quinn hits the gas and yellow does come on. Alrighty, here we go. Green coming back out. Chris Moore, Hector Stratton, Matt Quinn go back to work. 1, 2, 3 up into turn number 1. Andy McKinney with a bid here on the inside of Rich Ricky Jr. Ricky strong that challenge, so McKinney will let him go. He'll swing up to the top side, going up into turn number 3. Let's see what McKinney can do as he keeps it cranked up on the outside lane. Now sneaking up into the picture is Eddie Marshall. Eddie Marshall with the number 98 car, starting to let his presence be felt here as we close in on the 2/3 mark of tonight's L&M Motors season opener for 2003. Out in front, Chris Moore with a sizable advantage once again. He's just able to drive away from the field here tonight. Hector Stratton in that number 2 spot. Matt Quinn coming to him. Race for second place, tightening up, and look at this bid. Rich Ricky Jr. looking to the inside of Kenny Tremont. Tremont holding down 4th, but Ricky coming to him. Andy McKinney is there, as is Eddie Marshall. Things starting to get interesting now. Out in front, Nobody up to challenge Chris Moore. But the race back here in the pack. The race for second's been good between Hector Stratton and Matt Quinn. And now the race for fourth place heating up between Kenny Tremont, Rich Rickey, Andy McKinney there. And not to be counted out, Eddie Marshall, as things close together. Positions 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 22 laps now showing complete as the field flashes by here. Chris Moore still in command. Here's Rich Rickey again with a bid on Kenny Tremont. Trying to get a wheel down underneath, cannot do it. In line they run down the long back straightaway. Eddie Marshall's drawn in ever tighter. The tail end of this 6-car pack. Debris on the front straightaway here. A piece of sheet metal looks like sitting down in the inside groove right here in the front straightaway. Near the CarQuest Auto Parts side. A couple of cars running over it. Now it gets tossed even further. Eddie Marshall has been inching up into the picture with the Marshall Oil Company car number 98. So we'll see if he has something left to show here in the final stages of this L&M Motors 2003 season opener. Andy McKinney swings to the high side. He's gunned it already up there at the top of turn 4. Green flag coming out here in front. Hector Stratton pressing Chris Moore up into turn number 1. Stratton really going for it here up the east end. Matt Quinn in that third place spot. Rich Rickey down to the inside of Tremont. Andy McKinney swings to the high side. Eddie Marshall is right there as well. Hector Stratton slowing a bit up into turn number 3. And Matt Quinn will take advantage. Something going away on the 87 of Hector Stratton as the field does charge on by. And Hector Stratton rolls slowly here in the front straightaway. Now he'll dive out of harm's way down on the pit lane. So we stay green flag racing. 24 laps are in. Now working lap number 25. It's Chris Moore out in front. A good second place race run has come to an end for Hector Stratton, the veteran out of Bennington, Vermont. Experiencing opening night woes now as he sits in the middle of pit lane with just 5 laps left to go. Meanwhile, Chris Moore has been so stout here out in front all night long, continues his top running effort out in front. But meanwhile, we've got yellow coming out here again with cars rolling slowly in the front straightaway. Got an update there trackside.
Here, Billy Bob, pit side update. Hector Stratton, the 87 car, believe it or not, Hector Stratton pulls out of pit road. They are out of fuel. Oh, boy.
All those yellow flags indeed was a difference here as Matt Quinn is up to challenge the race leader Chris Moore here on this restart. Quinn and Moore side to side. They bang together off of turn 2. Chris Moore will stay in the lead. Here's now Matt Quinn swinging to the high side and Kenny Tremont sneaks up into it as well. 3 cars side to side, wheel to wheel, 3 wide for the lead up into turn 1. And Matt Quinn will grab the number 1 spot away. Holy cow! Can you believe this? Matt Quinn getting the job done with just a few laps left to go. 4 laps remaining here as this time by they complete 27. Now taking over second spot is Kenny Tremont. Chris Moore has dropped back to 3rd. Rich Rickey Jr. now 4th, and Andy McKinney will deal with him. A little bit of touch there. McKinney has to back out of it, and it'll be the 98 of Eddie Marshall taking advantage. So Marshall opened to the top 5 for the first time. Can you believe this? Holy cow, 2 laps are left to go. In the L&M Motors season opener, Matt Quinn is now out in front and moving away from Kenny Tremont. An outstanding, impressive run as Quinn has been back there in 3rd spot for the greater majority of this race. Bad luck befalling second place man Hector Stratton. That gave 2nd spot to Matt Quinn. He served notice to Chris Moore that he was going to get the job done. He did it in a 3-wide pass to take the race lead away, and now is on his way home to victory here. Final time to the west end. Off of turn 4, checkered flag is out, and it's going to be the car track 2 entry, the number 20 of the mighty Matt Quinn, winning on opening night in 2003. Kenny Tremont finishes his 2nd. Chris Moore comes across in 3rd. Eddie Marshall finishes 4th, and Rich Rickey Jr. completes the top.